Hey there, it's Laura Godwin, your Cincy Superstar Director. Right now, I'm coming to you with 4 Leadership of Love ideas. Now, what I've found is that whenever I sit down to try to work my business as a leader, that sometimes I feel this mental tug of war going on, and you know exactly what I'm talking about because it happens to you too, probably, where you're like, man, I really want to make this video for my team, but my husband doesn't have any clean underwear. Or I really want to sit down and text my front line and check on them and tell them I'm thinking about them. But I really can't do that because I haven't even thought about supper for tonight or whatever your scenario is. Okay, I'm a homeschooling mom, so behind me, you'll see where my son sits. And a lot of times whenever I'm sitting here thinking of all the fun things that I could do for my leadership part of my business, I am like mentally in this tug of war between things that I know I'm supposed to do to the person that is depending on me the most, which is my son who sits behind me, or my husband. Nobody else is going to come and clean his laundry. So, those things weigh on us as leaders, our real life obligations, and then our business obligations. So right now I'm going to share real quickly four just fun ideas of things on a personal level and things on a business level that will help you find more time to be a leader, the leader that you want to be, not just the leader that you have time to be. So some of them may seem kind of crazy, but I really want you to take them to heart and promise me that you'll try at least one of them and then come back to this blog and this YouTube channel. At the end of this week, I'm going to be sharing 4 more ideas as well as other leadership of love content. So one of the first things that I think is pretty self-explanatory, probably something that you've told yourself to do before, but maybe just haven't ever actually done it, is crock pot meals or freezer meals. You cannot be an effective leader if you're constantly feeling guilty about the sacrifice your family's making to help you be that leader. So anytime that you can throw a crock pot meal in the mix, then do it. I've shared some of my freezer crock pot meals on my YouTube channel and in my blog, and I'm sure that your grandmother and your aunts and your best friend have amazing meals as well. But really get yourself organized when it comes to feeding your family. You're more than likely doing this business as a leader so that you can bring in more money to your family. But if you're constantly choosing to eat out and not being prepared as for the meals that your family's going to eat, then a lot of your income, a lot of the capital that you're gaining as a leader is going right down the drain because your family's having to eat out more than what they would have to if you didn't get yourself together. So get yourself together, use the crock pot, use freezer meals. Your family will love them. Experiment with different recipes. So another idea, that was on the personal side. Now let's switch over to the business side. Let's talk about Pinterest. I love Pinterest. It's really hard for me to get on there. I feel like I'm kind of like a kid and I have to be told when to stop. It's like the playground for my mind and I love it. But Pinterest is also a valuable resource for we as leaders to go and, kind of work ahead. So let's just say you have an extra 5 minutes in the carpool line. I don't carpool because I homeschool. But if you are picking your kids up each day, maybe you have an extra 5 minutes on your lunch break today at work, then you can create a Pinterest board. You can even make it secret, whatever you want to do. Name it leadership. I have one. I call mine having fun working from home, and then I have another one as a leader on my Pinterest board. If any of you guys follow me, that'd be awesome. Anyway, so what I do is I find flyers in those 5 minutes that I have sometimes waiting for Luke to get done with a practice or, waiting for him to get finished with a test. I'll go to Pinterest, I'll Google on Pinterest, or not Google, but I'll do the search for like different things like, awesome. Type in the word awesome and all these fun, awesome pictures and flyers will come to you. And you'll be able to pick some and save them to your Pinterest board so that the next time you do team shoutouts, you have a wealth of flyers available to you. Really cute stuff that you don't have to find on the spur of the moment, you actually had them saved up on your Pinterest account. You can do that for pretty much anything. Anything you use as a leader, you can create a Pinterest board for and have that library of ideas ready to go to be able to share with your team, to be able to use personally. Man, it's great. You can spend 5 minutes a month and have so many fun ideas that it'll always be at your fingertips. Okay, so let's go back to the personal side of things. My third tip for you is dry shampoo. I used to be one of those girls that couldn't even get a second day out of my hair. I'm not kidding. My hair, I have really oily skin and hair, and every time I would try to wake up on the second day and be like, okay, I can do this. I'm just going to fix it in a way that nobody will know that I didn't wash it this morning, and I would be dripping with oil. I looked like I just got back from the gym, and it was terrible. And so one day, my amazing hairstylist introduced me to dry shampoo. And if you already have used dry shampoo, then kudos to you. You can skip this part. And but those of you who haven't, let me tell you, dry shampoo has changed my life. I wash my hair twice a week. I'm not kidding. I use dry shampoo. I go to Ulta and get it. It's like $4.99 or $5.99 for a big old spray bottle. It's fantastic. They say it's the #1 dry shampoo in the UK. I don't know, but I love it. It smells great. I spritz my hair on sometimes the third day, the fourth day, and I'm good to go. It's so awesome. I'm telling you, it's great, and it's good for your hair not to wash it every day too. Use it. Just get over the fact that you haven't washed your hair. It's a mental thing, and once your hair decides that you're not gonna, that it doesn't have to keep you creating all these oils. Because you're stripping your hair by washing it every day, it's not good for it. You're stripping it of the oils, and so it's overproducing oils to try to keep up with how you're stripping it. So it may take a couple of weeks to get used to the dry shampoo, but trust me, that's like an extra 30 minutes every single day that I save to work on my Scentsy business, all because of dry shampoo. Totally worth it. Okay, the last of the 4 ideas today is back on the business side of things. Guest speakers, people. Use guest speakers. Your team, they don't want to hear from you all the time anyway. They get tired of your jokes. They get tired of your voice. They get tired of looking at the back of your office every single day. Change it up. You can use guest speakers, and you can make a big difference in how your team gets inspired, because we don't always want to hear from the same people every single day. It's kind of like our kids. They don't want to always hear from mom all the time, but when someone else says the same thing that mom says, and it's like, they got it and they believe, and it's the best thing ever. So use guest speakers, use dry shampoo, use crock pot meals, and use Pinterest. Bye.